Hi folks, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Man Cave. So a couple of weeks ago I sold my KTM 890R and I purchased a used 2020 Triumph Speed Twin, as you can see here. So I've been on the internet and I've got a few bits and pieces for it, and I've got a couple of weeks off work, so what I'm going to do is put these bits and pieces that are on the workbench besides me onto the Triumph Speed Twin. So today we're going to be fitting the genuine rear Triumph bobbin kit. Well, why do I need a bobbin kit for the rear of my Triumph Speed Twin? Well, basically it hasn't got a center stand, so if you want to do some maintenance on the bike, I oil the chain, remove the wheels to go and get new tires put on the bike. It's always quite nice to have some way of supporting the back of the bike upright and for storage as well in the man cave in my instance. So yeah, so that's why we're going to be fitting the bobbins today on the Speed Twin. I've actually got a rear paddock stand from my previous bike KTM 890R and a front paddock stand as well. So it's going to take you about 2 minutes to fit the bobbins. Cost wise, I went down to my local Triumph dealer and ordered them through them. It took about 3 or 4 days to come down, and yeah, about 18 quid, but I'll put a link in the description down below. So what do we need to fit them? 2 minutes, as you've already mentioned, maybe 3 minutes maximum, and then you'll need a torque wrench with a setting of 24 Newton meters and a Allen key bit of 6mm. So without further ado, let's go and fit the bobbins to the bike. So these are the genuine Triumph bobbins. They are metal and they are sprayed black. There's no Triumph branding on them, so they're very plain. And one thing I have noticed, I've already fitted these once before as a bit of a test run, and then when I put my paddocks down on it, which has got the metal hooks, it has actually worn through the black paint already, and that was just after one lift. So if you are a little bit OCD and you don't want your bobbins to get marked, may I suggest you try elsewhere and get a set of nylon bobbins which won't rub the black paint off. So anyway, I thought that would just bring that to your attention. So another thing what you have to be careful of is on the left hand side where the bobbins fit on the swinging arm here. You've just got to be careful not to, when you put the bobbin on, not to nip the ABS sensor wire here, which just sits below the hole where you put the screw and the bobbin into the swinging arm. So yeah, just be careful of that. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward job. Just give the holes a bit of a wipe or blow into the holes just to get any debris out from them before you put your new bolts in there, and then you should be good to go. The Triumph installation leaflet from the internet, which I downloaded, makes no reference to fitting or using any thread lock whatsoever, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to torque them up to 24 Newton meters. So without further ado, I've already cleaned the holes down here. Let's fit the bobbins. So just be careful of the ABS sensor wire, and then we take the bobbin and the screw, pop it in there. I've already cleaned the hole out, I've blown in there, there's no rubbish in there, and then we'll just screw it up. Again, just make sure we don't snag the sensor wire for the ABS. And then I've got a 6mm T-handled Allen key doobery. Just going to do that up. No need to put any thread lock on there if you don't want to. It doesn't say in the installation leaflet. And then take your torque wrench with a setting of 24 Newton meters with a 6mm Allen key bit on the end there. Pop it in there and then torque it up to 24 Newton meters. There we go, that's it, job done. And do the same for the other side. And then again with your torque wrench, 24 Newton meters, torque it up. Job done. So the bobbins are now fitted onto the Speed Twin. My KTM 890R, which I had before this, didn't have a center stand, it had the side stand, so I did the same thing if I wanted to put the bike upright and work on it, so no different here. So I'm used to doing this, just got to be very careful, find the balance point, not for the faint-hearted. The KTM paddock stand has already been set to the bobbin width with the adjusters here on the paddock stand, and then it's just a straightforward case of pushing down and controlling it. And there we go, job done. So folks, is there anything else for me to say? Always nice to be able to raise the bike up off the deck if you want to do some maintenance on it, or for when you want to store it. I've got my new tyres over there, so I'm going to whip those off tomorrow, take them down to the Triumph BMW dealer. They can put the new tyres on, and I'll put the wheels back on the bike. That'll save me a few pennies. So yeah, that's it guys, very quick video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it's been of some benefit to you. And I've got a few more bits to fit, and they'll be in the playlist up here somewhere of all the accessories I've fitted, going to be fitting to the Triumph Speed Twin 2020 model. As ever, ride safe. See you again soon in the next video. And it's chucking it down the rain out there. I'm not going to take the bikes out, not a chance. Anyway, cheerio.